Hey everybody, welcome back to Spirit Plays some SK. Today, Mike, you are so close, my friend. Level 99, but the problem is this Ultimate Evo Catalyst, and I think it cost 550 CE. You could see we're so close, so I need to get some crowns here. I haven't killed the big man. I don't think I have a recording of me killing Vanna in literally half a year. So we're gonna rock in here. Public party, because we just want everybody to join in this madness, especially at 4:12 in the morning. It's like the best time to play. I got a coffee, I got a cat. Depth 0. What could possibly make this day better? Well, probably a lot of stuff, but so anyway, we have, where's our tiny gun? There it is. We have the L traditional loadout, right? So with the two weapons that I constantly take, except for the strike needle, which I never take, it's 4-star. That's only 15% less damage. Still doable. Volt Edge, obviously, I think is no-brainer. You can clear like half the Clockworks with just that. Actually, if I had an Akron, that'd probably be smarter. But the Volt Edge makes more sense with the lockdown comparison, because I can freeze you and then potentially one-shot you. Potentially. Don't purr so loud, you'll mess up the sound. So things have been going fairly well in the Good Spirit Blue Flood household. You know, my kids are usually part of the videos now. I've turned down my video outputs. I actually had a little bit of a cloud of darkness on the rest of my life, just because I have a tendency to personally go a little bit all out. So this is the recording thing's more of a hobby for me, and I have to keep that in mind, because sometimes I'm like, I have to get videos out. It's not my main source of revenue. It started out as a hobby, as something to do for fun, because I saw that I'm like, hey, other people can do this, so why can't I? And you know, just adding my own voice to the whole repertoire of the vast sea that is the anonymous internet. You know, why not, right? So that being that being said, you know, that's why you haven't seen like the consistency of lockdown videos that I used to do, or even just jumping in general, because games are meant to have fun. If I honestly, when I record outside of like or play lockdown outside of a recording session, I don't play so much, because I can talk myself up in a match, but when I play solo, all my general biases usually come out. I feel like I'm waving like a paper fan in front of their faces whenever that happens. So we're gonna go back here and get the energy. We're not gonna, like, when we get to the area where we have the dude, 2 health pills right off the bat. It's pretty solid. When we the area where we have to, you know, clear the multiple chambers, we're not gonna go all out. I'm just gonna try to get to Vanaduke and beat him. That actually might not happen because, you know, it's just been so long. I do like the acceleration sprite perk though. Dude, I miss this organ sound. I was never a big farmer of Vanaduke in general. But you know, specifically, I used to do them a bit. Rise, chicken, arise. Aqua Teen Home Force anybody. Yeah, because it's it used to be the most challenging. When the very first time I played Vanaduke, my computer, I had a computer that was actually worse than this one, if you can believe that. And I could not, my computer just could not handle the fire and the flames. Both the Rock Band song, legitimately, and just the Vanaduke mission in general. Can we bump you into the center here, buddy? Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, come on! Little toes in the resurrection circle. That's a bunch of baloney if I ever saw it, anyway. How we picked that one up, I will never know, but it was pretty amazing. Quote, I hope you're watching. We did some magical stuff there. But besides that, I got a new vocation. So I was working at, you know, keeping you updated in my personal life, because it does fairly reflect SK. I used to make it a point to, you know, buy CE or prize boxes, because, you know, you invest time, so you get the reward in the time you're invested in, right? I work an extra hour every time I can buy like CE for the month. Well, I haven't done that in a while. I've been pinching my pennies, so to say. There's our strike needle. Go get him, buddy. Who's pretty nice strike needle you are. Don't let him tell you otherwise. Excuse me. That was the fastest zombie strike I think I've ever seen in my life. Thank you. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop. Also, my priorities have changed, right? So as my children age, as if they're really old, I like to invest time with them. So that's why the video thing has also become like they're partly involved with it too. Because it'd be nice. You'll see them on it. I know it's probably more profitable for myself if I want to get viewers and all that. If I would just like take off the kid part, and that way people can focus on the gameplay itself. That's fine. That's why people watch, or they just watch me ramble. I don't know, because I have to, the multitasking tendencies to, I have to focus on the kids, right? They are just, they're honestly what life's about. If you can do, and once you have kids, if you can do anything in your life, your thing you need to do is take care of your kids. Kids are the next generation. If you do not take care of your kids, you are in fact devaluing human life, because the world has to go on. It does not stop with you, as much as you'd like to think so, as much as anybody would like to think so. That's why and that can lead into a lot of like, well, just excuse me, they have the old like Wolver mentality. Let's pop one of these pills, because Spiral Nights, out of all things, leads to heavy drug addiction and drinking, massive amounts of coffee and caffeine. I mean, you can put it however you want. Anyway. Oh no, we're on fire. Shoot. Quick throw a potion. That'll help you. Luckily, our Mike, I gotta give props to you. We probably don't need this, right? Got him. Mike is giving us that fire resistance high, which is necessary. Pop another pill. Dude, our pill drops are just out of control. I love it. Anyway, let us do what we are here to do. I mean, at this rate, this will be like a 7-hour video. Our speed of slaying these monsters is just incredible. Gives us some more personal time, though. And I'm branching out on games. Like you can see, if you haven't seen Minimax Tinyverse, it is honestly probably one of the most fun games I've played in a while. The retention is quite low, though. I think that's because of the simplicity of the game. That's why they're also, kind of revamping their engine. It also depends on the time of day. Like, one of the reasons I like this game so much is just, my boys in Singapore. They're awake usually around this time, if not like a little. Oh, excuse me. This is where we get our machine gun powers. There we go. There we go. Run. Pardon me. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Can I get around you? Nighttime is the right time. Chaos is the only form of sure destruction or charge time reduction. Speaking of charge time reduction, I have not. It's kind of sort of leads to that. Dude, I have not rolled on Punch. I'm getting withdrawal. My gambling instincts tell me that Punch needs money. He has to feed his like 3 billion kids. Did you know, little known fact, that Punch is responsible for the gremlin population in the Spiral Nights Clockworks? So if you are not donating to Punch, you are saying that gremlin levels should not exist. I said it out there, and if you don't agree with me, well, you're wrong. Anyway, let us descend and transcend to the next level. Because he's got a lot of kids to feed. And who's going to do that if not us? It's stated by a lady in, I think it was Florida, who had like 22 kids to 8 or 9 different men. Someone's got to take care of these kids. Who's it going to be? Now, that also leads to the question, like, is Punch, am I assuming his gender? Well, yes, I am. Because I don't know, from a male perspective, that'd be quite a task to have that many. From a female perspective, anyway. Well, anyway. As a male looking at it from a female perspective, Does that make sense? Alright, we have the gun. I think the last time I did this, I didn't even have my strike needle. You should invest in more 4-star stuff, dude. 4-star and 5-star bombs. The thing is, you know, just like anything, it takes time. I can't just, like, buy something fully heated. I would like to. It just doesn't happen that way. Anyways, put you over here, and then do the electric slide backwards. So besides that, I got Minimax Tinyverse I'm rocking. There's some, I'm going to start doing some long, this is also like a channel update, right? Long-term videos, or, sorry, ooh, don't step in the fire. Some longer, like, I don't know, like I did Escape Room. If you guys haven't played Escape Room, I recommend it. It's pretty fun. And just, like, compilate the absolute frustration that's involved in finding more numbers throughout devices. By the way, on the 23rd this month, we are going to do, like, a real live, me and my crew, my social crew, the ones within arm's reach, going to do an actual escape room where you're literally locked in with a bunch of people, a bunch of your friends, and then you have to figure out how to get out. I can't wait to see the tears and rips and divides it's going to make within our social structure. It's going to be amazing. We might come out of there loving each other more, but more often than not, probably being frustrated over each other. That's just the nature of, you know, being stuck in a room together. And hopefully there's a bathroom, and for now we're going to have some serious issue. My friend. Just feels good. I'm missing, like, you know, every time I look forward to Punch, I'm like, is today the day, my friend? It's today the day I get charge time reduction max on my Nitronome, so I can just Striker Bomber. Because that would be, like, the ultimate, in my opinion. The other, ooh, excuse me. That was shenanigans if I ever saw it. The other thing is, like, I saw, so, you know, when you know, there's an actual update or something new, so the untiered lockdown sparked up, like, the old debate. So, Mad Bomber is useless now, right? And they have a very good point that has not been addressed in a very long time. Giving Mad Bomber, keeping it as it is, but giving it charge time reduction high and damage high on both sets would just be, like, the absolute most amazing thing. And I am totally behind this because I want to play Striker Bomber so bad and just dash in there, and that would be so cool with the meta. You know, but it's not lockdown focused, this game. I can understand that, but at the same time, untiered is the last, like, I'm not going to say revolutionary, but just the, it's the last, like, in my opinion, major overhaul in a game mechanic, because, you know, literally untiered plus costumes. That was fun, all well and good. Same issues applied that I, you know, personally have bias against. So, you know, it is what it is. I didn't play a whole heck of a lot. I don't think I even have a recorded match of the untiered lockdown. I'd rather do hardcore mode any day. Either with the traps, just because it's fun, or with the, you know, the no AT, obviously, just because of my general bias. You know, so, and just judging by, like, what the wand, which is, like, it's such a minor weapon, which hardly anybody has, but, like, still, they could take time to alter the game just for that one. Why can't this be done for other things? You know, it just begs the question, where all the vested players are just like, I mean, why not? I mean, it's not like a rabbit hole. Once you start down there, we're gonna, like, absolutely, we will love any kind of update that you would give to us that would just proclaim, but I just totally missed you. I didn't miss you? Dude, your back corners must have been just, they extend out beyond reality. What can I say? Your giant Trojan Tookus just had a hitbox I was unaware of. Anyway. But update, we see it can be done, even in the smallest aspect, but it's not being done. And that leads to resentment when you can't see any kind of growth in the future for something you're passionate about, or even a vocation. It's going to breed, like, a loss of hope, and it's going to breed resentment. So I can understand why some of my friends who have been part of the lockdown community for a while, you know, we come to visit. It's a game where you visit anymore. It's not where you stay and play. You come in once in a while, do your thing, and then, yeah, all right, I'm done with this. Instead of a game where you can sit down and enjoy as a literal hobby for hours. That should have gone the other way. It's okay. We're not 100% worried about synergism. Is that a word? Synergism. It sounds almost dirty when you say it. Okay. Where did you guys come from? It's a sneak attack. I certainly do hope I get some allies in here, because this is gonna take almost ages. But you know, we're doing it in good hope and in good faith, with good spirit as my name, because our ultimate goal is it's not about us. It's about Mike. Mike has been our loyal companion for a while. I know Fred hasn't been fed in literally years, and we might get to him at some point. You know, by the next election cycle. I do want to switch to my strike needle, but I think these little fire breathers need to go first. Okay. The brandish is just so good. So, starting set for any player who's looking to speedrun, Chaos is the obvious choice. Chaos, strike needle, brandish. There you go. You can do anything. So we're very selective about the rooms we're going to, right? They both left. Because as long as we are, here, can this hit it? This hit it. There we go. As long as we're selective about the rooms we're going, we'll be safe. The other one's the rocket room. Rocket never seems to make sense to me, so I try to avoid it. I'm sure with practice, just like anything, we could be pro at it. You know, being a multi-year veteran of Spiral Knights, you'd think I'd have Vanaduke down to a science, but that's not it. I remember Easy Ho back in the day when I was like, my bias didn't blind me to social interactions. I was just like, he's like, check out my Vana run. I can do it in like 6 minutes. Like, what are you talking about, dude? It wasn't that extreme, all right, but still, it was like to the point where I could straight up not touch. We are in a bad spot right now. Glad we at least hit him. And you're done. Whatcha? So we also have like 2 Lunar Nights, which is something I'm working on. But anyway, you don't see, like, Minimax Tinyverse, you'll see 1 or 2 episodes here and there, but it's just difficult to find matches this time of day. And I want 3 matches for video, otherwise it's just not entertaining. Can't show you the, you know, the ultimate potential of the game. And so I got 2 Lunar Nights. Dude, that game is just a fun platformer. That's all I can say. I also have Dauntless, which I really, really want to get into. I had a lot of fun making a character with my daughter. If you haven't seen that, go see it. It's just fairly fun, I think. Any character creation where you can morph the person's face, it's hard not to have fun with that. There's my jump button, right? Okay, good. I want to play it, but it literally looks like the pixelated version of a Street Fighter GIF whenever I do. Because I have to turn the resolution settings down so much. Like, even this game, it requires you to go on like a very minimalistic setting, but it still looks fairly smooth. I know I'm not getting 60 frames per second, because I got government on the brain, per second, but you know, it's fairly close. Probably right now I'm getting maybe 20, you know, which leads to a lot of my lockdown challenges and my inability to sword. You know, it's okay, it's still doable. Once Java gets like 4 characters on the screen, it starts choking and sputtering. And I was able to alter my extra TXT, but the newer, updated version of Java, it just doesn't allow for any more allocation of gigabytes or any RAM over like 1 to allocate to its processes. It just will not run the Java virtual machine. I don't know what's involved with that. I'm not really... I guess I load blaster. I'm not really, you know... I'm not going to dive into the deep mechanics of it. The only programming, honestly, I've been looking into has been SQL. That's just because of work-related stuff. At warehouse inventory, SQL just makes the most sense. You want to pull up stuff and make it and review stuff that you have to go find and sort and categorize and all that. So, I mean, it just makes, you know, sense that I would go down that route. Java, maybe not so much, unless I'm gonna make like a visual app of something. I don't know. I don't know. Please help me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh no! No! The freeze frames. Oh, my computer. So anyway, what might happen? Hello. I'm muting you. And myself. what might happen is I might actually get like the fundage needed for a new computer, which there will be great rejoicing in outer space and inner space if that does happen. So you can tell, like, this time of day is just not popular with anybody. What is it, like 4:32 in the morning? So my dudes on the other side of the world, they're the only ones here. I missed. I'm the best around. No one's ever gonna get you. We didn't get a freeze frame when they actually got animated. Usually we do. The collective we. Me and my computer. Me and my shadow. Ordinarily avenue. Dude, you're right. Oh, the trash talking. That's how you know you're friends. That's right, I coughed without muting my mic. We're not the most professional, but we try to be. My baby cat. He's done paralyzing my lap. Also, I've noticed that, what have I noticed? It's Effie. My loading screen's just so good. Oh, I've been playing some Ultimate Chicken Horse lately. Fun game, I must admit. Let's not do it. I can't help. Like, but I enjoy having fun with my gaming, obviously. But I'm, so Total Lunar Nights, the escape room game. I'm looking for other games like that. Like, I might actually invest in games that that are multiplayer like that. One thing I used to do with a buddy of mine is we used to, excuse me, where did my charge go? We got lost in the Java Requiem. Blah blah blah. Because what we used to do, what I used to do, please, Effie, what have you done? He's pretty Sculver. Look at that Sculver little haircut. He's so adorable. So what I used to do is I would spend all week when I work third shift. It's been a while. Oh, this is the good times. When I work third shift, what I would do is spend all week literally like searching for free games, and then a friend of mine would come over and we'd play them. So free games on Steam actually, when you think about it, gives you a higher quality of game than you're used to. Like for me at least. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. That's not the right button. I did it. Help. You know what? We're taking our licks. And we're gonna live. And we're gonna be happy. Just like Effie. Effie is happy. He's happy with his choice. Speed is the key. So that's one of the oh, didn't even see you there. You were like a freaking cloak and daggers slag monster or something. But anyway, the quality of free games has vastly improved. Minimax Universe, just an example. So, Dauntless, Apex, like any of those Battle Royale games. Where did my beautiful organ music go? What have you guys done? You and your speed running, your metagaming. You know, for a while, I thought when you say metagame, because my first introduction to that terminology was when I was playing Smash Brothers Brawl, so I thought metagame meant your direct answer to Meta Knight. I don't know, just one of the shallow shortcomings of being ignorant of vast portions of the internet. But I have been trying to up my vocabulary. I know what lit means. I know what walk means. And that's about it. I don't have really any other new words from my lips. All right, let's go, boys. We have a mission, Effie. Don't stop believing. And I was thinking about, you know what we should do? We should have fun with Vanna. We should make it you know, our shadow vacuum bomb, Graviton, plus the Sudaruska to watch how a mountain can deal with Vanna all on its own. But then I'm like, dude, I'm not good at Vanna to begin with. Why would I even do that to myself or to other people watching? This giant toaster that I'm running on. Why would I make others feel my pain? If I'm gonna do that, I might as well just go into the Clockworks. At least you can see a little bit more diversity. All right, the other things I've been looking into, like obviously politics. I have just an ear in that. I found that if I listen to smart conservative politics, namely like Ben Shapiro, I get very angry because he's a very intelligent guy and makes great arguments for everything. And then you look at the world and like, why are people so not intelligent? And why do they think the way they do? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to a lot of people. The answer to that is actually something I'm not going to give right now because people are entitled to their beliefs. I listen to it for understanding, but I started listening to it to get answers on how to answer, like how to, you know, have basically an apologetic to another belief system. And it's very aggressive. He has an Orthodox Jewish mindset, and so the concept is if you attack me, I attack you back. You choose the weapons of our combat. So then, you know, it's a moment of silence for the loading screen, but that's just not me. Cheers. I tend to, you know, if I stick with theology and philosophy, that's like the underworkings of politics anyway, even if you dive into the Constitution. So it does me better if I think of the grand scheme and the ultimatum. Remember, 2 forms of ID, your new job. But Effie, is your computer like mine? My newer job is actually, it's based on like a meritus system. Incentive. So the harder you work, the more you get paid. I think all jobs should adopt this model. Since, you know, listening to politics being, unfortunately, in America, reintroduced to the concept of socialism, coming back here, I got this, guys. We can do it together. Just kidding. Java has thrown me. I've been thrown. Dethroned. Don't worry, boys. I got this one. I can annihilate a few of them. Making a difference. Making my mark in the world. Because the benefits of socialism, right? Free healthcare for all. Free for all. Free for all. Where's that money coming from? Don't ask questions. It'll pay for itself. That's like a circular answer. You right there, buddy? You look beautiful. Don't think you're ugly. It's okay. And this is where water comes in, because my voice gets so ultimately scratchy after talking for a bit. But the talking does me good, and it does you good too. Because why else would you listen? This guy, he's a toker, puffing on that cloud. All right, let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bye-bye, slimes. Pardon me. You were the slime. You were the one that got away. Get thee out of mine face. That's right, we're German. We have some German roots. Anyway, jumping into politics makes people angry. Because a lot of people will abandon reason through sheer emotional argument. And when you start arguing, like getting angry and arguing, a discussion straight up cannot happen. Once one person starts getting mad, there is no more decent argument. There's no more reason involved in that equation. You might as well pop one of these. Did we do it? You guys are just the most beautiful snowflakes I've ever seen. All of you are amazingly beautiful individuals. That's one of the reasons I am in this one of. There's many of them. Reasons I'm in this guild, because they're awake when I am. It just makes sense, right? Help. I don't even know this magical shenanigans you guys are doing. Why would you go this way? I don't know. I'm coming. The spikes, they make me scared. Why am I here? Who are you people? Ooh. Was that the right way? No, they just... Dude, you guys are amazing. That was teamwork at its best. I love it. They chose correctly. I usually go in the center because I'm ignorant in just about all things Vanna. So other games, my daughter's a fan of Swords of Ditto, Man vs. Monster, Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley's solid, by the way. If you ever want like a casual-ish game, play Stardew Valley, man. It's just fun. You're making a farm. There's a little bit of combat in the mines. Very simplistic. Ideally, you could probably go through the whole thing without even being hit, because it's just fun like that. Fairly fun combat. Like just discovering thing in it, having a fun adventure game in general to play. It's not too intense. You can speedrun it just like anything else. I was gonna say, we're not done yet, are we? That's crazy. You guys are just too good. I'll take this one zombie out. You guys can handle the rest. That's how we work things here. It's not based on pulling your own weight. It's based on, at least doing something. And that's where you could just throw that into a political tirade. Like, why would one some people in the socialistic argument should be allowed to just paint pretty pictures, and other people should have to do work. Both should get paid the same amount of money because communism. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I listened to an argument about, dude, I'm going into it. It's once you jump down that rabbit hole, it's hard to stop. About a guy who's like, why should the person who manages a company get paid as much as, why shouldn't they get paid as much as the guy who assembles the thing? And the answer was well, they take all the risk. They make your benefits happen. They manage your funds. They make sure you're in a safe spot. They make sure you're an OSHA requirement. Like it's amazing. Just because you could put a piece of graphite together doesn't mean you should get paid the same amount of money. Anyway, see, it's easy to go down a tirade of politics. And when you get, as you get invested in life, you should pay attention to what's going on around you. If not, you're doomed to be, just wallowing in ignorance. And I would not encourage that for anybody. Educate yourself. And not necessarily in the university sense, especially in America. Because the university has become more of a label than anything else. You want to say, my kid went to, dude, check that pipe out. We have not stopped smoking bubbles since we got it. You're like, my kid went to Yale, my kid went to whatever. And it becomes more of a social, badge that you wear. Because you assume, because they went there, that they went through rigorous testing, etc., etc. But that's not always the case. They just went to college. And usually when you think college, it's it's a social platform. You're going to meet people, you're going to learn things. And then, blah, 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 blah. We did damage. Okay. You're going to meet people, you're going to learn, excuse me. And you're not necessarily going to, learn too much. And we're too far away. Oh, we're on fire. Dude, I'm so used to just straight up the the vulnerability of chaos. I was gonna say we're probably in a bad spot, but it turns out it doesn't matter. Please. Alright. These guys are pro. Again, in the bad spot. Thank you, Strike Needle, for being the best Pokemon around. The most best. Best around. No one's ever gonna get you. Check out that strat. I just go around in circles. Blah, blah, blah. Excuse me. Blah, 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 blah. He's already dead. Dude, we get the kill shot? I saw damage flying out of him. Blah, 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 blah. We did it. Speed running. Have we hit a new personal record? And we only needed 3 other people. So, anybody remember this thing when it was put in? We're like, what does that mean? And then the game stopped progressing. Anybody else remember that? I wanted it to be a thing so bad, like a boss rush. I don't know. They left. Dude, I stick around to the end. Most of the time. Did we get... It is time. Can we leave from here? Because now I want to go back to Haven. And give Mike his well-earned thing. Yeah, also, if you don't jump down the elevator, I wouldn't have gotten that green thingy. Whatever it was. So, dude, also, and I know talking during loading is just bad, but so I hang out on Discord every so often. I'm still part. I know the Discord Discord channel is in my profile. So I encourage people to jump there. It's where all it's the unofficial official station. +7 lockdown. Oh man, you were just dreaming. But I used to hang out in the arcade and just listen to the guys chat about stuff. Oh man, I want to play Dauntless so bad. Excuse me. Gotta make choices. Sometimes your time is limited. Look at these beautiful people. Marilyn Manson said it right. It all depends on the size of your steeple. The beautiful people are the beautiful people. Anyway, we have ascended. So let's give Mike his well-needed thingamabob. Where is it? This is what we need. 525. This is it. Now we've made a grave decision. All right, Mike. That's not it. P is for profile. I accept. Mike is now level 100. Check out that visage. Look how happy he is. Dude, you don't get any happier than this. This is pretty amazing. Alright, do we have any points? Select ultimate. Ooh. Well, we already have that one. And we already have that one too. I guess we're selecting this ultimate. Firestorm ultimate. Ooh. An attack power and speed bonus. Dude, I like Frenzied Firestorm. That sounds like a great idea. His arms. Dude, that's bad when you have T-Rex arms. If they get any bigger, then they just separate from your body. He can now pick things up and put them down. It looks so ridiculous. So the other option would... I never noticed they all look as ridiculous as mine. Anyway, congratulations, Mike. You are no longer the weakest link. Now, the question is, should we start feeding our poor, starving Fred, or should we continue with the alpha male Mega Mike? Anyway, I think that'll do it for this one. We are now broke again, which is, is what it is. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Click the like button. Let me know what you thought. I love political discussion, specifically relating to SK. Click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.